Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about calcium channel blocker, and it is the drug classification of antihypertensive drug. Unit 1, Pharmacology of drug acting on cardiovascular system. So, what we have seen, the number of time question comes from the antihypertensive drug, and that to be calcium channel blocker. See, in 2019, calcium channel blocker. 2018 calcium channel blocker, mechanism of action, adverse effect of calcium channel blocker. 2019, 2018 and 2016. Write the pharmacological action, adverse drug reaction and therapeutic uses of calcium channel blocker. It comes under the antihypertensive drugs. So we have already discussed in angiotensin converting enzyme, the classification of antihypertensive drug, angiotensin converting enzyme or AT1 receptor blocker or direct renin inhibitor. So 1, 2, 3, 4 we have discussed in our previous video or part 1 antihypertensive drugs video. So in fourth number diuretic we will discuss thoroughly in drug acting on urinary system or diuretic chapter. It is another chapter, so we will discuss thoroughly in that chapter. So now comes to the calcium channel blocker. Calcium channel blocker CCB, example is your verapamil, diltiazem, nifedipine and amlodipine. So let us discuss thoroughly calcium channel blocker. Calcium channel blocker are the drug that block the movement of calcium into the heart and blood vessel or muscle cell, which can decrease the pumping strength of the heart and the relax in blood vessel. This causes the muscle to relax, lowering the blood pressure, slowing the heart rate and decrease the oxygen demand of the heart rate. They are also used to treat high blood pressure and chest pain like angina pectoris caused by reduced blood supply to the heart muscle, as well as some abnormal heart rhythm like antiarrhythmia. So, calcium channel blocker are not only used as an antihypertensive drug, but also it is used as an anti-anginal and anti-arrhythmic drugs. So, because it cures the abnormal heart rhythm or chest pain, treat the chest pain, so it is used as a antihypertensive, anti-angina and anti-arrhythmic drugs. So, in antihypertensive drug, see it block the movement of calcium. Movement of calcium, that means outside cell to inside cell or muscle cell. How the calcium, we'll go through detail how the calcium enter through the calcium channel and accumulation of calcium. Then we'll go through detail. First, see the calcium channel blocker. What happened? In case of calcium channel blocker works in a heart, what are the changes inside the heart? First, in SA node, heart rate decrease, oxygen demand decrease. C, contractility decrease, oxygen demand decrease in this area. Coronary artery vasodilation, oxygen supply increase. So, see, in case of arteriole resistance vessel or arterioles, peripheral veins, so calcium channel blocker slow the heart rate and the lower blood pressure. So question comes, see SA node which initiate the heartbeat with electrical impulses. We have seen in previous figure. Dilate the lower blood pressure, slow the heart rate, allow the left ventricle to fill completely and lower the heart rate workload. So question comes, how the heart rate decrease or oxygen demand decrease or increase the vasodilation, how the blood vessel dilated or coronary artery dilated. This is the question. We know that the calcium channel, when we are using calcium channel blocker, it decrease the heart rate. So decrease the heart rate means, suppose heart pumping above the normal level, that is trachycardia, suppose above 80, 90, 100 beats per minute. So increase, automatically cardiac output also increase. When the more amount of blood flow through the blood vessel, what happens? Automatically increase the pressure. So in case of when we are using calcium channel blocker, it decrease the heart rate. So similarly, oxygen demand. When heart pump or beats more, the requirement of oxygen also more. Very simple thing. When you work more, require energy also more. So when we are using calcium channel blocker, it decrease the oxygen demand because less contraction and relaxation, less beats. So automatically the demand of oxygen going down. Decrease contractibility and decrease of oxygen demand. Another mechanism, vasodilation. Whatever the amount of blood passes through the blood vessel, when the blood vessel dilate, automatically the pressure going down. When the vessel dilate, the same amount of blood passes through the blood vessel, automatically the pressure going down. So in this way the calcium channel blocker are working or increase the oxygen supply. So question comes in your mind that how the decrease heart rate in SNO. So let's see the mechanism of action of calcium channel blocker, or how the oxygen demand decrease or decrease the blood pressure or after load or decrease the peripheral resistance. So calcium channel blocker are used as an antihypertensive drug depending on whether the drug has a higher affinity for the heart or for the blood vessel. In case of heart, phenyl alkaline amine like verapamil drugs are used, or for the blood vessel, dihydropyridine or nifedipine group of drugs are mainly used. So we can categorize or classification of calcium channel blocker. One is dihydropyridine, another one non-dihydropyridine. Calcium channel blocker are classified on the basis of their mechanism of action, or where the drug is acting, either it is blood vessel or the heart. Dihydropyridine, mainly blood vessel acting on non-dihydropyridine. And in case of dihydropyridine, you see dipine, the suffix dipine, amlodipine, phenolidipine, nicardipine, nifedipine, nimodipine, easy to memorize. Whatever the dipine group of drug, they are comes under dihydropyridine, and that to be calcium channel blocker or antihypertensive drugs. So another non-dihydrodipine, it is two drug, diver, easy to memorize, driver, diver, didiltiazem, verapamil. So dipine driver. Two group of classification using in the calcium channel blocker. Dipine drug suffix and diver. One is dihydropyridine, another one non-dihydropyridine. This is the classification of calcium channel blocker. Or the duration of action basis, it can also classified like short acting calcium channel blocker and long acting calcium channel blocker. In case of short acting calcium channel blocker, that is example nifedipine, diltiazem, verapamil. Or long acting calcium channel blocker, amlodipine, phenolidipine, isradipine, nicardipine, nisoldipine. So these are the on the basis of classification on the basis of short acting and long acting. That means on the basis of duration of action, calcium channel blocker are classified. So again a quick recap. Calcium channel blocker are used as an antihypertensive drug. The drug classification, one is dihydropyridine and non-dihydropyridine. Dipine suffix are there in case of dihydropyridine, and non-dihydropyridine diver, diltiazem and verapamil. Or we can classify it on the basis of their duration of action, long acting and short acting. In case of short acting, that is nifedipine, diltiazem, verapamil, and long acting amlodipine, phenolidipine, isradipine or nicardipine or nisoldipine. So these are the classification of calcium channel blocker. Now comes to the mechanism of action. So calcium is an essential element for the excitation, contraction, coupling in the muscle cell. In the heart muscle cell, it is an essential element, or any muscle cell. Calcium which helps to contraction or excitation. So the increase of cytosolic calcium concentration leads to increased contraction. That means the amount of calcium present inside the cell is responsible. So the more calcium accumulation, the contraction is more. So increased concentration in the both cardiac and vascular smooth muscle. So in smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, calcium can enter through the transmembrane voltage gated and ligand gated channel. So ligand gated channels are linked to G protein couple receptor. So you have already studied what is G protein couple receptor, what are the different type of receptor, what are the different types of channels are present in the cell membrane region. So ligand gated channel linked to the G protein couple receptor to promote the release of calcium from intracellular store in the sarcoplasmic reticulum. And calcium leaves striated and cardiac muscle cell in exchange for sodium via the sodium calcium exchanger. That means sodium from inside to outside, calcium from outside to inside, exchange through the sodium calcium exchanger. See in the figure. Calcium, in case of depolarization cases, we have already studied what is depolarization, what is repolarization. So in case of depolarization, calcium channel open, calcium is enter into the from outside to inside and it is stored. See, calcium storage. And how the muscle contraction, will go through detail. How the MLCK converted the myosin-led chain kinase to phosphorylated myosin-led chain kinase. So exchange. See the sodium calcium exchanger. Voltage gated calcium channel. When open, calcium enter into the cell and muscle contraction. But exchange the sodium. When the sodium channel open, now when calcium out. Sorry, sodium out, calcium in. In case of contraction. In case of relaxation, sodium in, calcium out. This is a normal phenomenon. When heart contract, how contract? That means sodium outside, calcium inside. Reverse mode, and this is the forward mode. In case of when heart relax, how relax the muscle cell? Na? When the sodium is enter into the cell and calcium from inside to outside. Similarly, when how the heart contract, now when the calcium is enter into your cell and sodium outside. Flow from inside to outside. This is the sodium calcium exchanger in case of heart contraction and relaxation. So when the calcium channel open, in case of depolarization, when the calcium channel open, calcium enter into the more amount of calcium enter into the cell. As a result, see the figure. What happened? How contraction? See, when the calcium channel open, intracellular calcium increases and it mix with calmodulin and calcium formed calcium calmodulin complex. As a result, myosin light chain kinase is converted to phosphorylated myosin light chain kinase. See, myosin light chain kinase activated and myosin light chain phosphorylated. Myosin light chain phosphorylated. And in the presence of actin, it contract. When heart contract or how heart contract? When the calcium channel open. When the calcium channel open, calcium is enter into your from outside to inside. Intracellular calcium increase and mix with calmodulin and formed calcium calmodulin complex. So it activate the myosin light chain kinase and the activated myosin light chain kinase phosphorylate the myosin light chain is phosphorylated and in the presence of actin it can contract the heart muscle. So when we are using the calcium channel blocker, calcium cannot enter into the cell. Calcium channel block. So intracellular calmodulin calcium complex does not form. MLCK does not phosphorylate. So not contract. This is the mechanism of action of calcium channel blocker. So again a quick recap. How calcium contract? See, first, in case of depolarization, calcium channel open through voltage gated calcium channel. Calcium channel open inside the cell, muscle cell or myocardium. The calcium stored in the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and calcium, see, exchange, sodium calcium exchanger also involved in case of heart contraction and relaxation. When the heart contract, 3 sodium from inside to outside, calcium from outside to inside. In general phenomenon, when heart relax, 3 sodium from outside to inside, calcium from inside to outside. This is a continuous process in case of contraction. And when the calcium stored inside, let's see, through the calcium channel, it mixes with the calmodulin and formed calcium calmodulin complex, and it activates the myosin light chain kinase. And activated form of myosin light chain kinase again activate or phosphorylated myosin light chain. So phosphorylated myosin light chain, MLC phosphorylated, in the presence of actin, it contract the cell. So this is the mechanism of action of calcium. So when we are using calcium channel blocker, it stops. So calcium calmodulin complex does not form inside the cell, or intracellular calcium decrease, or calcium cannot enter into the cell. Let's see. Calcium is essential element for excitation, contraction and coupling in the muscle cell. So the increase in the cytosolic calcium concentration leading increase the contraction. So what is the region of contraction? Now increase the cytosolic calcium concentration. That means in the calcium level increases in cytosol region. Cell membrane, cytosol, nucleus, we have discussed earlier. So in smooth muscle or in cardiac muscle, calcium enter through the voltage gated and ligand gated channel, and ligand gated channel is the link to the G protein coupled receptor, promote the release of calcium from intracellular store in the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Calcium leaves striated and calcium cardiac muscle cell exchange through sodium calcium exchanger. Through the sodium calcium exchanger. See the figure. So therefore in striated muscle, free calcium in the cytosol comes only from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, while in the smooth muscle it must enter through the transmembrane calcium channel. Or cardiac muscle use both. That means freely also enter into the cell through transmembrane, or it comes from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. So 4 type of transmembrane calcium channel are present in case of myocardium. So in case of smooth muscle cell, so L type present in the skeletal, cardiac and smooth muscle. So different type of calcium channels are present. What are they? L type, T type, N type and P type. So L type present in skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, smooth muscle. T type present found in pacemaker. N type available in neuron. P type in Purkinje fiber. So different type of calcium channels are present, and calcium are entered through this L type, T type, N type and P type. So voltage gated L type calcium channel are found in the cell membrane of a large number of excitable cells, including cardiac and smooth muscle cells. So calcium enter to the cell through the channel when the cell membrane is depolarized, what we have discussed through the figure. So in case of depolarized condition, calcium enter to the cell through this channel, through this L-type calcium channel. And the cardiac and vascular smooth muscle L-type calcium channel have different subunits like alpha 1, alpha 2, beta, gamma, delta. So voltage gated T-type calcium channel are found in the pacemaker of the sinoatrial and atrioventricular nodes and are also present in the vascular smooth muscle. So calcium channel block or calcium channel blocker have different chemical structure, but their standard action to reduce the calcium influx through the voltage gated L-type calcium channel in smooth cardiac muscle. So calcium concentration in the cardiac muscle and the smooth muscle under the influence of different mechanisms. So calcium entry through the voltage gated L-type, what we have discussed earlier, the depolarization condition, calcium channel enter through the depolarization phase during the action potential activate voltage gated channel. So influx of calcium into the cell, as a result myosin phosphorylation and muscle contraction. It also promotes the further calcium release from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, stimulation ryanodine receptor L-type calcium channel action, therefore reduced directly by calcium channel blocker. So what we have discussed. So when we are using, what is the summary of mechanism of action? When we are using the calcium channel blocker, calcium does not enter into the cell. As a result, the calcium calmodulin complex not formed. So contraction not happened. So what is the pharmacological action? The main target of calcium channel blocker are vascular tissue and cardiac tissue. So what effect in vascular smooth muscle? The vasodilation. It dilates the blood vessel. Systemic arterial smooth muscle. As a result, the pressure automatically decrease the systemic blood pressure. Similarly, vasodilation of coronary artery smooth muscle. So increase the blood supply to the cardiac muscle. So when the blood vessel dilate inside the heart, that is coronary artery, the blood supply of blood is increased. So this is the pharmacological action of calcium channel blocker. In cardiac muscle, in SC node decrease the rate of nodal discharge. In AV node decrease the AV conduction or decrease the heart rate, decrease the myocardial contractility and decrease the conduction. So this is the pharmacological action on cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. So what is the therapeutic uses of calcium channel blocker in case of hypertension? So that control the blood pressure. Not only it act in hypertension, in other diseases like angina pectoris, arrhythmia, due to decrease in myocardial oxygen consumption and dilation of coronary artery, and in arrhythmia because it depressed action of SA node. We will discuss in angina pectoris chapter and antiarrhythmic drugs. So in case of migraine, so this is the therapeutic uses of calcium channel blocker. What are the adverse effect? Postural hypotension. There is a chances of low pressure or hypotension, palpitation, reflex tachycardia, edema, dizziness, constipation, sedation, AV block, bicuspid, tricuspid, headache, fatigue, lower blood pressure. These are the adverse drug reaction or adverse effect of calcium channel blocker. And one drug interaction. Calcium channel blocker we are not using with beta receptor blocker because cardiodependent action. This is a dangerous combination. Cannot use calcium channel blocker with beta receptor. This is all about your calcium channel blocker. Hope you understand. Thank you.